Hey guys, Tyler here, and welcome to Map. This is a genuine cartography puzzle game. So, we have a tiny sand island and a map of the island. And my goal of the puzzle is to mark where the tree is on the map. So we have to get a sense of bearings. It looks like this is actually the bottom of the island, so it would be facing this way, making the tree to be somewhere in the bottom right. If I could examine a little further, see two little bumps sticking out. And the tree is like almost in line with one of the bumps and maybe 2/3 of the way through the other bump. So I could use that to try and set it up about here. And then when I confirm my position, I'm judged based on how far I am. I'm 0.1 steps away, letting me master the puzzle. Map. All right, so we got a new island. We got to mark a sandcastle on the beach. I love that they just talk by saying map. And okay, new landmark found. So if I go to my map, I can actually see the landmark, which is pretty helpful because the sandcastle is right here. All right, so it looks like it's about halfway in between the marker and the coastline. Maybe a little bit closer to the marker or the landmark, whatever. I think that puts it about here. Let's see how close this is. It puts me, oh, it's literally perfect. It's on my head. This game is so charming. Now we've unlocked some tools, which is helpful because we got a bigger island. Mark the stones piled on top of each other. Oh, not these. Definitely those. So you can count your steps, which is helpful. And the grid here, I see each grid line is 5 steps. So I'm definitely near the bottom of the island here. And I'll check from actually this horizontal thing. Yeah, from this corner. I don't know. Do we think it's perfect horizontal though? Oh yeah, this is a flat line. And we can count our steps just going this way. It's about 5. So that actually makes this about right. Maybe I'll even put it right by the intersection. I feel good about that. We are perfect. I wonder what the leeway is. And, oh, I've unlocked a compass. Okay, that'll be huge. Now I have to mark the Cartoglyph, which apparently this island has some runes. Possibly the language either I have to decipher or one of my little cartographer friends have to decipher. I've got to find and mark it. Is it this? Oh, yeah, this looks like it. Wait, hold on, wait. Ooh, nice. Got a landmark. All right, very cool. All right, so it's due east of this compass. So I'll start maybe from the dot in the center, just because that is like on a grid point. And count. 3, 4, 5, about 6. That says about 6 steps. So if the intersection is 5, I think this is about 6. Let's lock it in. See how close I am. Oh, perfect again. I really thought one of these times I'd be like 0.1 steps off, besides the very first one. Now I gotta find the rabbit burrow on the east beach. Okay, well, I did see all these rabbits here. We do have this one tree that's different from the rest. And okay, thankfully that's been jotted on the map. This is a stump. This is how I realize I actually don't know what a rabbit burrow is. I know what it means to burrow, but not in noun form. Rabbit burrow. Well, it's a tunnel. That makes sense, except I don't see any holes in the ground, unless, well, the only thing that would make sense is if there is a burrow here and then it's covered up in dirt. Because I didn't see any exposed holes, and when I looked up rabbit burrow, all the burrows were exposed, but maybe, like, this is different. All right, so we're going east from the tree, which is a little bit less than 5 steps. Is this due east? Yeah, because the point of the island and the tree itself form a straight line going east, and the line would extend out to that point. So it's like 4 and change, which puts me a little bit in between, like almost 5, but not quite. Watch it just be horrendously wrong. Okay, 0.2. My worst so far, but really 3 stars is all I care about. And we're on a new island. Now we gotta mark a cluster of starfish. By the ruin? Is it this ruin? Is this gonna show up as a landmark? However, I don't see any starfish in here. So maybe there's other ruins? There's a lot of nice little places to explore. It's gonna be this. This is the ruin. So here's the starfish. So where do we think that puts me? Okay, I was able to trace that river That was just over here. Now the river, it kind of runs diagonally. So there's got to be something better I can trace. Maybe the bottom of the island? Oh, there's a marker over here. Little landmark. Now, it doesn't actually say the cardinal directions anymore, but I can deduce which is which. This is the landmark. Then I'm pretty sure this direction is actually east, and this direction is actually south. Because south leads us to the sea. That's the shortest distance to the sea, and that would be the case here. And these squiggles definitely line up with these squiggles over here. So to the right is east. Where is the center? The center is on a grid point, so that's good. I'll trace this east, but I don't think it's actually going to line up with the starfish. I just maybe want to go a certain number of paces east, and then consider going south. I let go too soon, but I think it's about 11 paces east. Yeah, we'll say 11. And then from here, how many paces south? About 2. So 11 paces east, 2 paces south. That would mark it about here. Let's see how close I am. I am 0.1 steps. Very nice. All right, now I got to mark the rune in the north. So I guess we're chasing down some sort of ancient civilization. The Raven's Town or something. Ooh, nice little tunnel here. And all these ruins are like proof that it exists. Now, actually, this is not north. Is it? It's like northeast. We're gonna go north. It's a bit more this way. And see, it's probably this ruins here. Now, I guess I'm just marking the ruins, so I assume anywhere in this is fine. But how does it compare to other directions? Well, we do have the compass again here. So I could actually trace west then north. Although it's easy to accidentally stray, and I don't know what happens if I jump. Oh, I straight up can't jump while pacing, so I need a better idea. And that better idea is just going west first. I'm just worried I'm gonna accidentally take a wrong turn, or like turn wrongly. So we have 4, and then north is about this way? 4 paces west, how many north? I mean, it's leading me towards the ruins, so I guess that's a good sign. I feel like it's pretty good. I probably want to be in the center of the ruins. 12? Okay. Yeah, 4 paces west of the compass and 12 north is going to put me about up here. Yeah, let's say about this. This should put it in the ruins. Nice. Anywhere in there is good. Ooh, I've locked a shovel because apparently there is a treasure map here. Oh, huh. Yeah, a map to treasure. Okay, so I got to go to the northern part of the island. No, hold on. Wait, where? Oh, yeah, okay. I do see the river at the bottom. So it is going to be north. It's going to be around up here. Yeah, I see this little divot here corresponds to the divot here. And the little peak up here probably corresponds to this peak or maybe this peak. It's going to be around here. So from the ruins, I need to head northeast, which is about this way. And then we have what appears to be this part of the coastline right here. So I'll trace it around. Oh, maybe to this piece of sand. Yeah, because we got the sharp points right here. And then a smooth piece of sand. I feel like it's going to be here. What do we got? Treasure. With, postcards. And, ooh, from now on I find optional treasures to dig up. Mark the flower that is not white or yellow. I also uncovered stickers. It's marked gigantic bees, apparently. And there's a lot of other sticker options. Okay. Apparently there's also optional treasures. And I want to dig them all up. Let's do some exploring first. Oh, actually, hold on. What's this? An optional treasure. Okay, I guess it's maybe got 2 things. There's one part that looks like a foot, which is over here somewhat. So maybe it's telling me it's in this area. But then there's a more specific coastline that's less recognizable somewhere within there. Oh, hello, bees. Should I mark you? I would, except I have no idea where I am. Yeah, I'm actually struggling to see this bottom pattern on any part of the map. Like, none of it feels right. So maybe I'll just try to find the foot or maybe something else that could help center me. Okay, well, we do have a ruin, but that's not needed. What I want to find is the foot. Once I got a foot, I could base the rest of the island off of that. Ah, here we are. The Great Foot. Very nice. Is there a cave in here? Wait, is this what it was referring to? Hold on. X marks the spot? Huh? Where am I right now? It's like I'm at this part around here. And, well, to be honest, this actually looks like it would be the center of this grid. Let me do a tiny little question mark. Or maybe an X. But I don't know if it's possibly referring to anything else. Either way, I now know I'm heading north. So that can help. And we got a much larger ruins. Oh, wait. Is this referring to the grid, possibly? Okay, we have a nice landmark. That helps. But yeah, does this kind of form? Yeah, this kind of reminds me, actually, a little of the grid on the map. So I can see that's around here. And let's see, does it form a plus anywhere? Well, this could be like a bottom. And then I guess the plus could be centered around here. Because there's another square here and a square above. I think it's this one. Let's see if I'm right. Do a little dig here. Yep, that's the ticket. What do we got? We got another box. Is it something for my map? Oh yeah, it's giving me more stickers. Okay, so that's nice. I definitely want to get the stickers because that can help me do landmarks. Okay, well there is a big tower to the southeast. Is that what this is? No, that's more of a... Oh, that's a pier. Okay, so the pier was somewhere down here, but I don't remember exactly where. Okay, so if west is this way, I can see the pier. Okay, so the pier is to the west of the compass, or the landmark. So that would put me over here about, which, okay, is the little divot here corresponded to this, which would put me above? Because, yeah, this looks to be a big bump. So the pier is on the bump, and rotate it like that, give or take. Maybe something I want to do is actually draw lines on the map that show where these ruins are. Let me make sure that each of these ruins are like 5 paces long. Yeah, they are. So like, you know, we have the compass, but there's also ruins, you know, that do like a box in this direction. And is it a perfect box? I mean, not exactly. There's a door. But then the next one makes a perfect box. And to the one to the south of this does appear to be a perfect box. Get you drawn. Box to the northwest. Looks complete enough. Same with the box even further west. And a box south of that with a little gap. And this just had a little marking. It's pretty run down. And then going west again, there's another box for both of these, but it's also kind of a cliff. So that would actually put the bees around here. Okay. Heading north. Maybe the one that's to north. This holds quite a bit. Just a couple doorways. And then we reach the church. Which, how many paces is this long? Maybe like 6 paces long? Oh, but it like starts at a 1 pace gap. So that's what this is. So then 6 paces goes maybe about here. It's probably 5 high. And that appears to be most of the ruins, unless it keeps going down here. It kind of does. But then these are starting to be a lot more offset, I think. Or it's just more they aren't as long. This is on the grid, but then it's probably going to be like 3 or 4 paces. It's about 4 paces long. Certainly not 5 paces high. It's probably about 2 paces. Okay. So we're looking at something about here. And there's more bees. Get up there. Okay. Also a tiny building here, which I guess I could match up with about the edge of the church. It feels like it's about here. That doesn't get me closer to any flowers. I was just kind of hoping I'd see them while I was expanding my map. Unless if they're talking about this, I guess these are flowers. That would be right at the corner here. Let me verify. This is 5 paces. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Well, actually, that puts the purple flowers exactly here. Also, X definitely marks a spot. I need to find the other 2 optional treasures before I confirm this. I haven't checked to see if there's anything up here. Oh, yeah, possibly. That looks like an X. What are they saying with just 2 branches, though? Could it be referring to this here? Because that kind of matches the L. So then that would potentially put an X right here. I'm gonna try it. Whee! Put me, I think, around here. No? Unless if I should drop down? Ah, darn. I really thought this was onto something. Unless if I have to look for something that's more branch-like and not assume a tree resembles a wall. I now have the necessary information to mark this ruin. So, it's south of the bees. In fact, south is box. I think I'd place it around here. Alright, time to have another look at this thing. It's possible that if the foot's up here, this coast is just down below. So it's talking about this right here. Although I don't really see the tiny notch in the upper left of it. Like, I don't think that's what this is trying to represent. It's possible that this is it, because the rest looks similar and it has the foot here. So I feel like I have to try in this area. And if not, well, I'm kind of screwed. Like, we need to be able to see the foot from across the bay. So, okay, there's the foot. So it's probably somewhere around here, right? Or maybe about here? Yes! Yes! Okay, nice. A bunny sticker. Very nice. Can move this over here. And we got one more question mark. Are there any clues I missed from here? Wait. Could it possibly be a perspective puzzle? Are you seeing what I'm seeing here? But this kind of completes a box, right? At least it gets one of the corners of the box. And then if I were to follow the X, it would be, I guess, pretty close to the center of here, maybe around here. Oh, no, yeah. No fucking way. That's cool. I got perspective puzzles with a tower sticker. The Great Tower. Okay, well, now I've got the flower, which, yeah, I've already pinned it. Let's confirm its position. And we got a 0.0 steps. Hell yeah. Okay, now we have to mark the corner of the ruin by the dead tree. Are we talking about this tree? And how this was a ruin? Yeah, probably this. All right. Oh, yeah, now we can just start steamrolling this, can't we? I think it was about here. Wait, no. It goes out by one more, so it should be over by one, right? Because it's not as far west as the bees, but it is far north. Yeah, it's this corner. Oh, no. Wait. Oh, it was referring to a different dead tree. Oh, it's referring... That's dead? But it's still standing. It's just taking its time. My bad. I guess dead and fallen trees are definitely different. Well, that would definitely put it here. And my bad, I definitely misunderstood what it was asking. There's a 0.1 steps. The maps were fine. It was the non-maps. I only understand map. We also got to mark the Cartoglyph, which, actually, I already did that. Though I don't know exactly how accurate this was. We'll just try it. Send it. Oh, okay. I was a little bit off. Okay, let's try and calculate this more precisely then. I think I did just kind of guess when I was putting that sticker down. Right, so this is probably a known spot, right? This spot is effectively right here on the map. So I could just count paces going south then. And from there, we should see what's up. And it might be about 8 paces going south, which means this needs to be higher. Yeah, probably about here. Okay, that one's gonna be it for sure. There we go, 0.2 steps. Was spitballing it, but I'm happy about it. Okay. Oh, now they're talking about, yeah, most of the houses were 5 steps long, but there was one that was longer. Or not longer, sorry, shorter. Mark the ruin that's 3 by 2 steps long. It's not this one, right? Because I thought the other one was 4 by 2. This one 3 by 2? Yeah, this one's 3 by 2. Yeah, we'll put that down. There we go. Oh, 0.6 steps? Oh, you know what my problem was, actually. Clearly, I drew the line poorly. Yeah, the line itself was slightly wrong. So it was a little bit north of where it should be. Let's move it down and a little bit west. Right there. Which, okay, cool. And now there's a treasure. 13 steps north and 17 west of the tower. Which, hold on. Are we gonna be able to get on the grid lines? Right, because I go here and this is gonna be about 2. It's like 2.5. So then, could I do like 3-ish? So I could do approximately 10 north and 5 west from this point. I don't know, I could follow this way, right? About 5. And I don't know if like the runes to the north are also 5 apart, but we might be a little bit shy if we do 10. Like it's about here, or it might be inside the church. I think that's more likely. Get me in the window. Yeah, it's gonna be about here. There we go. What is it? Dividers from the Raven King? We're uncovering the ancient Raven King. And I think we'll have even more tools for next time. So let me know if you want to see more. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next video. Have a wonderful day and peace.